Yeah.
I couldn't say no. I could say no.
And I think that's pretty good. Like most cops wouldn't want the hassle of filling out all the paperwork and stuff. But if you see something going down, you gotta. I think that it's the right thing to do to go. Cuff the guy.
I know a lot of cops. What are you, crazy? A lot of cops would not do that. The ones that did get involved, many of them have been killed for getting involved. Off-duty cops that were off-duty, black officers were killed off-duty while making an arrest. They had pulled their gun. Here comes a white officer in uniform, not taking cover, have killed black officers. It's happened.
It happened a lot?
I'm Latino. I'm Latin. You think I'm Italian,
Uh-huh.
But it's easy. I just saw you. The guy told me, hey, I thought you were with him. If I had known, I would have shot you. You see? When I shot the pom-pom bandit, the guy that was going around robbing women, right, and following into the hallway, I started investigating this guy because I was on foot post one day, and this kid comes over to me and he says, hey, officer, a lady just got robbed I was on 167th in uniform. I have a football. Lady just got robbed. I was doing a delivery. He worked for a dry cleaner. And so I went into the building and started knocking on the doors, and when I got to the right door, this lady, she hadn't even called 911 yet. A Spanish lady. She told me she was just robbed. Gunpoint downstairs, a black guy, but he had a pom-pom hat with a cap on. I took the 61. I read the report. When I get back to the precinct, little did I realize that the guy that had just robbed her, she was the 11th victim. The squad had a special team who was keeping it away from the regular cops because they wanted to make the arrest. So I didn't even know. I had to find out that by accident, by coming across this one. So every time I came into work, I would always look, man, he hit again. I was check the 61, the complaints, Yeah. Man, he hit again. And it so happened one day, the night before, I'm in the same foot post when the kid comes over to me and say, hey, Officer Sanchez, I saw the guy that had robbed the lady. I went yesterday. You did? I said, listen, so it was about 3:30. I said, hey, listen, I got to go back to the precinct and change. If you want, I'll pick you up in my regular vehicle. Before going home, we can search the area. Maybe you can spot him again. I went to pick up my car. I told a black officer, a friend of mine, what was going down. The other officers that I spoke with didn't want to do it. No, I'm going. I don't want to get involved. I got things to do, I said, but I got a good lead on the guy. Nobody wanted to go with me, except this black officer, Charlie Woodfall. I call him the sweet teddy bear. He tells me, Joe, go get the kid and come and pick me up. I got to go get my car. It had, it had snow the night before, and he had to dig up his car. So anyway, I think that's the way it went. Anyway, so what I do is I go up to the corner, 160th Street, and I go into the business, to the dry cleaning place, and I actually, hey, where's so-and-so? Oh, he's on an errand. He should be right back. So as I'm waiting outside for the kid, I see a guy walking towards me. He passes me. I look at him. He was wearing a pom-pom cap, a little ball on top, knit caps, and he was wearing a green army jacket, and he fit the description. But I wasn't sure. But I felt something. I felt that, man, could this be the guy? As he passes me by and crosses the street going north on Glory, the kid comes in. Hey, Sanchez, I'm ready. There he is. That's the guy. That's it. I get in the car. I follow this guy right with my car, and I'm looking for the cops, and I can never find a cop when you need one.
The truth.
I've always said, where's the cop when you need one? I want to take action, but I need some backup. I need a cop. I need another cop. I see the guy walking into a tenanted building. I didn't realize, right? He was following another victim. So when I get out of the car, I tell the kid, listen, I'm going to go in. I got to see where this guy's at. But stay outside. If you hear something, give me something. He's the only backup I have. So I tell him, if you hear anything, give me some help. I didn't have a cell. We didn't have cells in those days. I'm on duty. I don't have a rate. As I walk in, there he is in the back, just before you by a flight of stairs. And there he is. Hey, lady, give me your money or I'll shoot. I walked into a robbery. And I pull on my 38, my service revolver that I had my long gun with me, and I pull it out. I said, police, don't move. The lady yells, turns around, sees me, runs upstairs, yelling, ah! She runs upstairs. I tell this guy, don't move. Make a long story short, he moved. I shot him.
Where'd you shoot him?
I shot him on the side. I hit him on the left side of his abdomen, stomach. Mm-hmm. And first thing he said to me, "You shot me," and he went down. I said, "I told you not to fucking move." So this guy that was walking on the street heard the shot, comes in, and I say, "What happened? I'm a police officer. I just shot the guy committing a robbery." Well, you know, and I tell him, keep an eye on him. And of course, somebody from the building, make a long story, the police were called, 911. But it goes down as officer shot, so it's coming in as a 1013. So my poor black officer friend is waiting for me, to pick him up at the precinct. He's going, "What's going on?" "We got a cop shot on 160th Street. He thought, oh shit, they shot Sanchez." So again, make a long story short, when all the units respond, the duty captain respond, the sergeant respond, I got no victim. I got to start looking for this lady. She lived up in the third, fourth floor. When I knocked on the right door again. It was a red-headed Irish woman. And as soon as she opened up the door, and she thought I was with the black guy. Mm-hmm. She thought I was also robbing her. See how easy it is to get killed? Mm-hmm. God forbid she runs up the steps and she runs into the police, maybe who upstairs doing a different job, and telling me there's two guys down there that just robbed me. Here comes the cop. You see me with the guy, I get shot. That's how easy it is to get killed or shot. Mm-hmm. But I just told you the story so you can know what kind of cop I was and how I used to get involved, and I made enemies, and eventually, of course, I got locked up. Mm-hmm. Happy ending in the end, but I couldn't get my job back. Because for them to give me my job back would have made me a millionaire. And they knew it. I had it. If you were sitting on a jury and you heard my case, would you award me a few $1 million? I
definitely would.
Yeah, for what that police department did to me and my family. You know? But that's me. That's me. But if you want to write my book, if you want to buy my book, you could order it right there. It's up to you. Mm-hmm. On my website. But please go on my website, www.bluewallnypd.com. You'll see me as a kid when I was in Vietnam, and some of those guys that I served with are no longer here. They died in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. And I write the story of, and my story tells the story of Andrew Glover. Am I keeping you on this phone too much?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay. I write the story of two police officers, and this is my story. The first book, which we fictionalized based on true facts, is true. And then Latin Blues, which we also write about police officer Andrew Glover and Sergeant Frederick Reddy. Andrew Glover worked in the 9th Precinct back in 75. I met him in 73 when I was a Port Authority police officer. I made an off-duty arrest. There I go again, making an arrest, right? I made an off-duty arrest. Prior to that, I had made an off-duty arrest for homicide. This guy was wanted for homicide. I got him. A year later, I saw his... that's a different story. I met Andrew Glover because after I arrested these two guys, they went on a bench warrant, and as a Port Authority cop, I got notified that an NYPD police officer working city plain clothes had picked up the guy that I had arrested about 2 months before. That's how I met Andrew Glover. We became friends. He worked in the 9th Precinct. Glover felt, hey man, you should work in the city, man. You're an infantry guy, you know? Mm-hmm. Of course, I left the Port Authority, became a New York City cop, worked in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. I lived on the Lower East Side. I had information of a gang called the Aviles gangs. These guys were not teenagers. They weren't kids. Freddie Aviles was involved with the mob. The Mulberry, the Italians. Yeah. When it came to heroin. But things went bad. His brother was arrested. The Feds had him. NYPD had him. He was walking on crutches because he had been shot and attempted homicide on him. But he needed to make money, even though he was let go. He was working for the NYPD because he had so much information on homicide, narcotics. He was good. They let him stay on the street as long as he gave the NYPD and the Feds information. But he needed to make money, so he had his own little gang who robbed social clubs. Fridays and Saturdays, you do with social clubs, you gamble. Mm-hmm. His gang would go in there and rob the people, I got a tip on him. I started, on my own, off duty, I started investigating him. I knew who he was. I followed him, and